Welcome everyone to today's stream. Some more Planet Crafter coming your way on a lovely Saturday here on our terraformed planet. So how's everybody doing? So go ahead and say hi, Xbox, Jenny, Pierre, late for dinner. Thanks for joining in already. Jenny has brought steak nachos for everybody. I hope you brought enough for at least the early group that got here already. Jetpack tier 2. Yeah, it's one of the blue microchips. You have to use it to unlock. When you get that, it's like chips, you process it, and when you process it, it comes in. It's like, oh yeah, here you got this, and gives you that. So it's one of those you just gotta keep putting stuff in, and see when it unlocks. Again, I can't remember if it's a certain one or if it just goes in a certain sequence when it gets those. But yeah, it's one of the blue chips. Your daughter and you ate all of the nachos up. Why did you do that? You didn't share with anybody. Don't you want to teach your daughter the importance of sharing with other people? Timmy, he knows about sharing. He shares with the neighbor dog all the time. He shares treats. I mean, he doesn't give them to the dog, but we let him, the neighbor's dog, have some of the treats I get Timmy. Yeah, they're right, Timmy. Yeah, actually, speaking of treats. Oh, now he's gonna wake up. You wait. You want this? I'm just gonna hold it here. Tap your paw. No breakfast. Like, you didn't have any breakfast? Well, me either. That's why I'm hungry. I want some steak nachos. There you go, Timmy. Yeah, get it. Come on, here. Quit being lazy. Quit acting like you played hard and got worn out. He's a lazy boy, aren't you? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do some tree relocation work today. And part of that is to do with the fact I'm testing out another 2 mods today in Planet Crafter. Let me get the names. One is the Minimap mod. It says cheat Minimap because it does add some stuff to it. It's not like here's a map and you're done. There's actually markers around it. So we're going to check that one out and see how that works out. Also, another one, which is just a simple tweak that shows my rocket launch count. How many I've launched of each rocket, basically telling you what the multiplier is for each one. So not a big deal on that, but I am interested in the mini map. So we're going to do some wandering around, relocating some of these tree spreaders, see if I get some better FPS with them. I'm hoping I get some better FPS, by splitting some stuff around. I mean, it seems to have helped a little bit. Still mushy and soggy for you. I mean, it's I guess a little soggy. We got some rain, but mostly it's not cold, but it's like I was already getting used to the warmer temperature, so now it feels cold in comparison to what used to feel like I was used to the cold weather. If I went outside the way it is today, I'd be like, oh, I need to throw on some shorts. It's too hot. And now it's like I go out in shorts and it's like, ooh, this feels chilly. I might want to get some pants on because it's like, yeah. You couldn't figure out why you weren't able to pin the recipes. You downloaded the mod but had not installed it. Well, that would be a problem. You know, you kind of have to put the DLL somewhere for it to work. You can't get the veggie grab one still to work. I see. I didn't have a problem with that, Jenny. I just dropped it in and it was fine. Make sure you have to hold a button to click when you're clicking for it to work. But all I did was just copy it in, like nothing special beyond that. A new osmium cave and pulsar quartz cave. Okay, so the pulsar quartz is what they must be showing in the first picture on the little news post they had, because they did show a cave with glowy crystals, and I thought maybe it might be the zeolite. But if it's pulsar quartz cave, okay. So pulsar quartz cave means we can hopefully use either tier 2 or possibly eventually tier 3 extractor to extract pulsar quartz from that cave, which, if I remember right, means we can deconstruct it down into some zeolite. Maybe that's a way around it. What's my local time? It is early afternoon. There is the zeolite cave too. Okay. I don't know why there's so many osmium caves. I don't have like a big problem with that. Like I have no problem with osmium, really. Like I've got 2 osmium caves. I've only gone to 1 recently, because I just haven't had like a need to go get that much osmium. So yeah, big crystals aren't mineable. I kind of figured that, you know, we got, I won't say, well, we got the still pieces of ice here and there, which is kind of surprising that there's ice in some places still. But I will say, in like one of the osmium caves, it's got some larger crystals, and yeah, you can't mine those. So I wouldn't expect the big ones to be mineable unless we get some kind of special upgrade for that. And I think if they did that, it would take away from the environmental look of it by having those big crystals in there that creates part of the visual effect of the place. So I think it's going to be more like just still picking up the little ones, and then, you know, hopefully the extractors will work on those. I would like to see a steady supply of zeolite to make things a little easier. All right, let's get rolling and check out some new mods and move some trees around. So, first thing, you can see it right there, a mini map, which is actually throwing me off a bit in that it's not a stationary map and then my cursor turns. It's actually turning with me. Now, if this was a circle, like had a circular mask around it, I'd be okay. It has some kind of like thing on it. The fact that it's a square and it keeps turning like that is throwing me off. And then again, I added a rocket count, which I probably won't keep. I just wanted to see how many I'd done of the heat ones because of trying to get more uranium. So I wanted to do that. But yeah, the mini map, we're actually gonna go and try out as I go explore around and drop off stuff with the tree spreader. So first thing is we're gonna go over here. We got this little marker. Kind of looks like a house. So it's pointing to right here. And I don't have anything right here. So is there a secret house I missed? Somehow? Let me make sure I have the right tool, since you have to have the right one for it to pick up if there's like a deconstructible spot. I am kind of moving away from the house icon. Now, unless it's meant to be this big boulder, it looks like it's a house. Let's go over to this one, because there's another house there, and then there's what I'm thinking is this cave right here. That that one that you get. Yeah, I don't like the map spinning like that. I would like to see it updated with a circular, like outer, like a compass kind of look, where it's got like a metal frame or something, and that is covering up it, and basically it just spins inside the circle. I think that would be a better look for it. And yeah, this is The map may not last past this live stream. And the rocket one's not going to last past this live stream, but yeah, they're these are actually on a GitHub page. You just have to go and download the zip file from there. But I will link to that. You can find it through the wiki page for there. It's just down at the bottom. I can't remember the modder's name. It's like Arca something, but that's, yeah, basically you just have to go down, look for the cheat mini map, and then the UI rocket count, I think is what it's called exactly. So you see we got this cave entrance on the map, and then this. I wonder if that was chest, not a house, but that was where a chest was. Because this mod, the map does come with several image files that you have to put in. So the images, it's not live updating like, oh hey, there's a chest there at one point, but not anymore. So it's a fixed map. There's actually, I looked in it, there's two maps. There's the barren version of the map, and then there's the lush version of the map. You see I got the lush version. So I guess once it hits a certain point, it swaps between them. And yeah, those are the big osmium crystals that, you know, we can't get up there and mine them. And it adds to the visual effect, which is good. So you got this. And of course, we got the rocket there. So that's two big chunks of ice that you can see there. The little icons on that side. And then we got another house icon. It looks like a house. Like, I see a little red marker on it. Like, was angled like that. It looks like it's a roof with a little house, like a door, a little red door. Maybe it's supposed to be, these are good base locations. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, this is a good place to build, sort of thing. Like, if you want a base, build here. Because I'm not seeing anything right here that would indicate something of use. All right, so right there, cave. We can see the little outline. That's my super alloy cave over there. And of course, looking at this, at least with the way it shows on the map, you can see if you really wanted to, and you wanted to set up like little outposts to get oxygen, you could technically come all the way out here at the very beginning of the game, go through there to get into the sulfur area, and then go through there and get into the osmium cave that is right there at the beginning, but you have to wait for the ice to get into it normally. This way you could actually bypass that and get all the way over there to get some osmium very quickly, but you'd be building several little outposts along the way so you have spots for oxygen. So I do like seeing that on the map. Let me get my O2 back up, and oh yeah, look at that frame rate drop. I don't think the map is helping. The rain is definitely not helping. Those are spawn areas? Are you sure? I mean, I know they added some spawn stuff, but I wouldn't think it'd be that far out in some places. Some of those, it seems like that would be kind of a bad place to spawn. Like, you'd just be really hurt if you spawned out there. Let's see, I'm gonna go. Oh, look at that. Getting out here, and some of the stuttering starts to go away. Get that frame rate back up. Let's see. Before I go too far, I'm gonna clear that one right there. Let's get that one out, because it's interfering with me finding stuff from meteorites. Yeah, that's gonna free up this area a bit. And where is it? Where is it? Really, that one? Okay, I guess it's this one. All the way over here. All my trees are gone. Okay. Go place some of these out this way. I do think the game definitely needs some kind of mini map as one of the upgrade elements for like the satellite thing. Like at some point you get where you have a mini map that connects in and lets you have better visual that way. Look at that. The visual on that's not loading quite right there. Like you can see where it's supposed to be because of the vine, but it's not working. All right, let's do. Oh, and let me do that just because I know what I'm going to use on the other ones. Got to remember I can shortcut my builds. Ooh, I like that. I like coming back out here and finding other stuff I need that I missed. This is a good spot right here. That. All right. Yeah, I may actually take the map out after we get moved around a bit, because that is getting kind of irritating. And I even went to the wrong one. Oh, look. There's a flower marker. So this is where I got one of those flowers before. So that's kind of interesting that it shows even... You can see it. There's two flowers in this area. You got the rocket. Or, you know, it's a rocket for some kind of structure part. And I did not mean to trigger the pinning on the recipe. So that's it. That's two flowers in this entire area that we get. Only two. That's not a lot of flowers. Not really. You have around 45 FPS. Definitely not quite that high. Iridium cave, lovely iridium cave that looks more iridium-y because of the reddish glow everywhere. I've already been that way. Oh, some trees starting to grow over here. I think this will be a good spot to let that fill in. Let's go over here to the big ring. There's a T3 rocket for GPS now. I'm assuming that's in the beta branch, the experimental branch, because last time I tried with this update, it still said I had, you know, no more recipes I could use right now, and I've got a bunch of blue chips I can use. I'm getting 25 FPS, 30 FPS, and a lot of places out here. Then I saw it spike up. At one point, it looked like it jumped to 50 and then went right back down. Yeah, the spinning on the map is what's throwing me off so much. It's in the dev branch. Again, I would like to see, I would expect to see at some point, because like the tier 1 GPS to tier 2 GPS I didn't really notice a difference. It didn't really seem like there was much of a difference. I would like to see a tier 3 adding in the minimap, or at the least an option like another add-on, another upgrade we can get that gives us a minimap. I think we need a minimap. Here we go. Cave. I don't remember if I came to this one before it was filled with water or not. It's an osmium cave. Oh yeah, I think I did come to this one. I think I remember. But, you know, I didn't get everything, so I've got osmium. I don't need that. This one. So I'll turn on. Oh! Visual change. Something is not. I'm in air. Open air. I'm not in water anymore right here. So something did not get programmed in quite right there. Something is not designated properly in that spot. All right, got that. And we'll go over here. Oh, actually, let me go check, see if I got this flower. I'm pretty sure I did, but, you know, it's always worth checking. Yep, I must have got it. Let's see, what is this one? Okay. Looks like the marker is maybe slightly off. Or where it actually is. Yeah, okay. That's that one. Of course, I'm underwater, so I can't get oxygen in here. No submerged bases working. So it's not Subnautica. Can't get oxygen in a base underwater. All right, let's see. Yeah, I see now. I'm noticing that problem of the map actually covering up what it tells me I got. You know, the little message saying, "Oh, you got this." No mushrooms. Again, look at that. I just can't seem to get any mushrooms while I'm here. Okay. That's enough. Let's go around this way. I mean, my CPU right now is not hitting very hard, and I'm only getting 30 FPS, but I'm like 50% CPU usage. But other times, this has been pegging at like 90% when it's like, you know, 15% or 15 frames per second. So yeah, there's definitely more of a CPU hit, I think, on this. It's not really a big thing on graphics, I would say, as far as stuff not working. I think my lighting got messed up with that little spot where, you know, I kind of glitched out of the water. So there's no other base stuff around here. I'll just go to the cave. I mean, the map helps in terms of me being able to orient myself. I do like that. I would like to see, again, a mini map as part of one of the upgrades for the GPS stuff. Like, I mean, we got GPS now. You get out there and it's a little map that you hold in your hands. Yeah, I do think my visuals got messed up. So I might need to go ahead and close out. Plus, the mini map's kind of getting annoying. But the spinning, I don't like. You know, like, I mean, yeah, let me follow my cursor, my character there, and show me which way I'm turned, which way I'm facing, but have it be like north is at the top, south is at the bottom, you know, like that kind of thing, and just let my cursor spin as I turn and go around and follow with me centered. That would be helpful. Don't do it like Minecraft maps where you like walk to the edge of the map and then you gotta open the next map kind of thing. You know, but this where it spins and follows like that, always looking that way, I don't like that. I would much rather see it be north is at the top, south is at the bottom kind of thing, where it's fixed to the orientation, and my cursor turns and it follows the cursor. Also, it would make more sense because it's not like the satellite is just constantly spinning. So if you have this as an upgrade in the game, like tier 3 GPS satellite upgrade, then that would make more sense that it would be stationary, because it's like, bam, you know, it's locked into the way the GPS satellite is positioning and, you know, displaying the image. And you're just, it's rotating your character's cursor on which way you're facing. That would make a lot more sense to me. And, oh yeah, I gotta remember, middle click to transfer all the same type. I do still have that. That is such a good little mod. Oh yeah, I burned through a lot of super alloy last time. So much that I've got this stuff here. It's nice getting away from here and not having some of the lagginess. Sure, I'll put that there. I'm just gonna dump the rest of this stuff off. I'll go ahead and take care of food and water, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the map. And I mean, the marker one, I could keep it, but I did it as I just want to see how much how many I launched. So it's not like a big deal to me if I drop it. It was just, I just want to see the numbers. And so yeah, 16, 33, 5, and 6. I'll probably keep that mod for later. But for right now, it's not really a big deal. But the map is interesting. It does, the game needs a mini map like that. I mean, seriously, make it an upgrade, sure, that you have to obtain through like the GPS satellite, whatever. But, you know, we need an upgrade. I mean, I've already got this. Give me a map that does the same thing. It's fixed this way, and you just have a smaller section, a little circle or square. And here goes my character, and it's just, it follows along my character like that. Also, I'm noticing how glitchy that looks right there. It's outside the area we're supposed to be in. Just osmium. It's an osmium meteor storm. What happens if I save during the meteor storm and come back afterwards? I don't think I've ever quit inside a meteor storm. I'm taking out the mini map. There is a golden chest thing you can have it show too. But I'm not worried about that. And the rocket count I'm taking out. Yeah, back to my normal ones. Normal ones. And now, OBS, pick it up again. May take a moment. But OBS should be picking it back up. I don't know why. It takes longer and longer, like every time I close the game with OBS. I don't know why. There it goes. And the storm is over. So if you save during a meteor storm, it stops the storm when you come back. And I'm still getting that crazy drop to 15 FPS right here. Like looking into this area, I get 15 FPS. But everything else, it goes back up. And it seems fine. It's just that weird thing right there on that. Oh, wait, what? What happened to the trees right there? I had more trees, I thought, than that. Was it like that one was not producing and the other one was that I took out was producing those? Some weird bits. Alright, so we'll put that back on 3 for now because I know I'll be using it. And maybe that'll fill things in a little bit nicer. Alright. Tree spreaders. And flower spreaders. Gotta see if I've got any more around here I need to move. I think I've moved all of them. It's a lot easier to see right now with all that gone. It's nice out of the trees, but it does kind of make it hard to see when there's a meteor storm, like where stuff is landing. I'm gonna go get super alloy. Sergi! Or Sergi! Hey, hello. Alexandra, I'm not playing the newest dev version. Partly because I got mods that are also doing some of the stuff that the devs are doing with the new version. That are probably, you know... I don't like doing the experimental ones just because it's more of a chance for even bigger problems. It can cause problems trying to go back from the experimental version too. So like, I usually stick with the stable branch. I'll go ahead and grab everything. Plenty of trees over here in the valley. Now, I didn't fly over here when I had the map installed, but I did look at the little map image and it didn't show anything really over here. There's like really nothing going on over in this area. There is a mod, and I thought about it, but then I was like, you know, I've got so much stuff already done. It'll be a better one to do on a new game. But there is a mod that actually lets you, for like the flower spreaders, tree spreaders, you could use like, it gives you like a plant spreader that you could use for, say, the mushrooms and such, and it actually will produce harvestable plants around the spreader, so you can actually place them down and go over there and be like, oh hey, I'm gonna pick up these mushrooms. So if you don't want to do the recycle seeds to get, or recycle like the food item to get seeds for it, you could always do that where you just have a, you know, plant some mushrooms like using a spreader. I would like to see something, I've said that, they need something where you have a plant that you can actually walk up and grab from, or, you know, collect from, like we do is the mineable stuff. Oh yeah, I've got that one. I also think it's only fair we get the ability to build underground. I mean, come on. Somebody else got to do it. Let us do it. Ooh. I like finding more zeolite. Alright, time to go back, I guess, for some O2. I think I can make it all the way back. If not, I can at least make it over here to my heaters. I've got a little base thing over here. I haven't done a new heater in a while. certainly have the power for it. Most mods are working with the new dev version, you said? I haven't tried most mods. I've just tried certain ones. And Space Core, I like the game too. Or you have... I obviously have the game as well, but... I think it's definitely going to be one of those games that once it hits full release, it's just going to end up having a big surge of interest from a lot of people. Yeah, the flowers definitely seem to have a little bit more of an issue with loading. You see how it moves forward, and even the flower spreaders at times, it'll show like just a generic set of plants around an area, and then once you get past a certain point, it's like, oh yeah, here's the flowers, or here's the actual spreader itself. So I still think the flower spreaders are having a big effect on some of the FPS. But, you know, you want some flowers. You want things to look a little pretty at times. Ooh. I know where I'm going to put a tree spreader. Especially if that one does not kick into gear and start working. I know where I want to put a tree spreader. And it is probably not going to work out anywhere near as well as I would like it to, but I'll try it anyway. After I get this stuff put away, let's see. Actually, the cobalt. Oh, need some cobalt. Actually, I could go ahead and just go ahead and make a bunch of these. Fill up some of that super alloy stockpile again. Alright, that cleared out some of that. Yep, did not get that. Got some of that. Did not touch any of that. Or that. Good. Alright, we got those. Let's check this. I feel like it seems to pull from the right sequencing on most of this stuff, only because of the way I built things, like the ordering I used. Alright. Okay, there's a few trees. There's not a lot of trees. That's kind of, it seems to be different between tree spreaders. Like, I put one in a certain spot, and it fills in an area, and I take it out, and then the next one I put in a almost, you know, same spot, just very close by. It doesn't fill in the same places. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one then. Bacteria sample. I should have the bark. Yep, there it goes. All right. Go ahead and grab, oh, don't have much choice on those, so. Put that there. Break it down. Got my resources. Now for some fun. See if I can get this as easily. I did. Look at that. Super easy this time. And then it, like, yeah, something renders in that wasn't there a moment ago. Okay, so I am above, right here. You can see the entrance into the Iridium cave below. So I want to see what, well, it was green for a second. Ah, it didn't work. Oh, come on. Let me place it up here. Come on, you know you want to let me place it up here. This would be just perfectly fun. to have trees all along the top of the ridge, looking all goofy. It's rock. That's the problem. I'm not even sure where I'm at this point. A Minimap would be helpful right here, but come on. Ah! Fine. Don't let me build. Yeah, I can't build on that rock here. All right, well, that ruins my fun. I wanted to have trees up on the top of the ridge, but it's not gonna let me. Always comes up green for one frame. I know I'm not quick enough in that one frame for it to place down. And you can't say anything really about the game doing that, because Arc does the same thing. There'll be stuff that I'll place it down, it'll say it's green, and I'll try to place it, and then it's like, no, you can't place here, it's red. I mean, it did that in the boat. I was like, it's green, click to place it, it sounds like it places it, and it's like, no, it did not place it because it's red. It's obviously, it seems to be a problem for some studios to get that fixed, but others not so much. You know what, we'll just do it right here. We'll just cover up this wreck. We'll surround the wreck with trees. Just because. I mean, be fine. It's not like we really care about seeing it that much. I'll probably end up moving that over here in the end. I mean, the trees are growing up on the rock right there. You see it? It should let me have trees up on the ridge. It's just not. I wonder what would happen if I did it in the labyrinth. The little maze over there. If I could get trees to spawn in up on the top because it's in the range. If it's like a sideways spread as opposed to it's a bubble where it's like a sphere, then it's like if it's outside the sphere it doesn't work. Of course, the bubbles that show where they're going to spread to, they spread a lot further out than that. So that'd be kind of interesting to be able to place it in here and have it, you know, have trees all up on top of this. That would just be interesting looking, at least to me. I did not get all this. And we got green in here. Makes sense to have some trees. There. Just in time. Golden crates in the dev branch. I mean, I guess possibly there could be some. I mean, I don't know why they would just keep adding more and more golden crates to it. It seems like they've already got plenty at the moment with 11. I say, if anything, as they expand the map, finding other areas to, you know, spread them out to and relocate them. I definitely think relocating some of the golden crates would be a good idea for full release. Because that way it's not like, oh, we already know where these are. It's like, no, that's not valid anymore. You got to go find them other places and just make it where at least there's some new ness to it. Something that's not just everybody knows where it is, you know. Might expand my trees out this way a bit. I think that might be a good option there, because that, I mean, if that's a new area, it should be okay. When they update, but at the same time, I'm not gonna have anything adding to visual problems. I'm not really over there gathering supplies that much. Might take that one and move it. That one's not really doing anything. And see there? You can see it. The little flat, like, algae top piece that it gives on those, and then it pops in. So it's definitely still a performance issue with the seed spreaders. The grass and the flower spreaders. Tree spreaders, not so much. But definitely the grass and flower ones seem to be having problems still. Do seem to be adding some lag. Okay, put these away. And I'm getting closer to redoing things with the little auto filling, you know, like auto sorting, dump everything in one go kind of mod. Wait. I finally got a 4th seed pack for mushrooms. I finally have my 4th shroom. That is surprising. If I really needed it, I could make more, but I'm not worried about that right now. Let's see. Tree spreader. I have one more tree seed. I got that one I'm thinking of moving. Let's do a second one. So, of course, it's not showing what I have there. I actually have 6 zeolite and 4 pulsar quartz. We just look and see. You know what it was? Well, not advanced craft. Oh, wait, that's right. Pulsar quartz is over here. I still don't get that. Yeah, zeolite. So even if we could just mine pulsar quartz with an extractor in the next big update, doesn't even have to allow us to mine zeolite. We could just use the extractor to get pulsar quartz and then recycle it. So I am going to, well, dump that. See, yeah, let's get 2 more tree spreaders going. I got one I'm going to move and one I'm going to make. So grab that tree seed. I'll make another bacteria sample. There you go. I have the one. There we go. I'll go grab this tree spreader that the island apparently is. Oh, hit my mouse the wrong way. The island is apparently far enough out from everything else that it's not spreading. Yeah, other places I've got these to spread a lot further than that. So I don't know why in some cases the trees don't spread in certain areas. But it is noticeable sometimes there's a certain spot trees just will not spread to that area. They said they're trying to do a new update every couple of months. And I did say it's a few weeks out. Of course, at one point they said in the next couple of weeks they'll be releasing a bunch of updates, and it was like several weeks after that they finally got updates out. So I know their goal is like every couple of months a big update, but they may not, you know, stick to that. I also saw they did mention that they have, because of the reception they got on the game with the early access release, that they have started shifting to making this a full-time thing for them. So they might be hiring on more people to help with it. So that could increase the rate at which they are able to keep up with these releases. Yeah. So it wasn't a tree spreader tier 3 I had there, is a tree spreader tier 2 I had there. I thought it was a tier 3. I thought I got them all up to tier 3. I need fertilizer. There we go. All right, back out here. Yep, I really want to see us get out to that mountain out there in the distance, that big plateau mountain type thing. I would like to see that have some kind of, you know, feature, some theme to it that we need to get out there too in the end. Like that's like we have to set something up there, like a beacon or something, for them to come and pick us up after we've got everything terraformed or something like that. That would be kind of a nice touch to have to go out into like a more mountainous area, especially if we're going to get a vehicle, like a drivable vehicle. Having a mountain biome area would make things interesting, and that you'd have a harder time traversing it with the vehicle, so you'd be a lot more on foot and the jetpack. Oh, so trees are growing here from that one. Well, we're gonna make it a little denser, because that's the edge of our jungle valley. Probably not a lot, but let's check it anyway. I'll grab some more super alloy from here. And we'll go out to the uranium cave. After I do, let's do an uranium storm, and then go out to the uranium cave while the rocks despawn. I can have easy visual of all the uranium when I come back. And no, I'm not using the auto mine mod this time, as that was just the last time. That's all right. Not a bad haul. Can't say for sure, but it looked like it used stuff from the shredder. And you know what? When I get back, I'm going to finish off the last 4 of those. I'm going to get 4 more of those done. That's out of the way. So I can say I finished my tier 2 biodomes. The play isn't till 4. Okay. So you're gonna hang out a little bit longer. That's what you're saying. It sounds like I've got a storm of some kind. Looks like a regular dust storm. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do same thing again. Use up all the uranium. Take this. This. I'll say the only thing I'm missing is the aluminum. I brought some aluminum with me. Just start making some super alloy to compress things down too. Might try to remember that next time. Where's it? There, there's trees there. Oh, we got some trees over here. So the spreader is working. Look at that. Not very close to it, but it's spreading out in these other areas. Junk Punk? Oh, I hadn't played that in a while. When I played it, it was just way too early access. Too many things were wrong in it. Just needed a lot of tweaking. Might be worth checking again, but yeah, when I tried it, it was just way too much missing on it at the time. Okay, I did use stuff from there. Okay. I think that worked out. Put it up that. Yep, there it goes. All right, let's just take 5. That should be more than enough. I'll go back. Grab some more uranium. Then biodomes. There's super alloy rods, so they're adding that as well. I mean, that, again, you know, super alloy itself is pretty useful for compressing down certain resources, since you can just, you know, deconstruct it back to the components. So, I mean, I guess the super alloy rod would be useful, but oh yeah, here's 9 super alloy, even more compression. Well, I wouldn't, you know, at that point, use it as a way to stably store certain things. Oh, no titanium. Because I took it all. Except for this. Should be enough. Now that out of iron. Here I thought I'd have more than enough of certain things, and I don't. And I meant to launch a rocket before coming back out here. Alright, that's enough. So hopefully I can get pretty much all this back. Yes, look at that. May not perfectly balance out, but I did get, you know, I compressed things down by converting to super alloy. That could be the trick for better results on certain trips. Super alloy rods. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the super alloy rods are made in the same crafting station for the super alloy itself, as well as the uranium and iridium rods. So, as you know, that was the case, or that is the case. You know, go, oh yeah, craft a bunch of super alloy, and then bam, I want to take it back. So even like the super alloy mine, it'd be useful to have a crafting station there, so I can go and be like, hey, make some alloy rods, and just, yeah, easy to get everything in one go. Get rid of that stuff. That, and boom. And the whole reason I was trying to get some more super alloy, because of the rockets. And since I took the vehicle out, I'm not worried about using the vehicle. It's too glitchy right now, honestly. The little UFO vehicle. We're gonna do another uranium asteroid. And kick it. Actually. Oh, ah! Quick. Ah, I almost got it. I did it. Almost. Wait, let me just see. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh, I went way over there. Okay. All right. Let me some drink. And just gonna wait this out. Tech 2 torch. Yeah, that'd be, again, I mean, there's a mod. I tried it, and it hasn't really, like, I guess without doing the config, it doesn't do much. You can change color and stuff with the mod, but there's definitely needs to be a better flashlight in this. Yes, my planet is looking green. I am at 3.38 TTI. Sean? Alright, I think that's all done. Great. See, look how much easier it is to find stuff when there's not trees all in the way. It's a nice big open space. Makes for a much better quality of life when I'm not having to go and wander between the trees looking for this. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna have to go wandering around there looking, because stuff flying all the way over there, but most part is like, you know, I see there's glowing spots right there. I know I got something. And I know that there's nothing down there where the water's at. Oh, there's one. So the meteor made it inside after all. To at least some degree. Probably not great in here as far as the drops, but it's something. I'm gonna wait for the rest of them for it to. Well, no, I'm not gonna wait for these one. I'm gonna launch another one. Ooh, yeah. All right, that's 8. So I need one more to balance it out. So that's 9. That gives me 3 more reactors. Okay, we'll do 4 and click. So I have that. And now shift and 4. Fertilizer. And bacteria sample super alloy. Which is the main thing, is the fertilizer and bacteria sample. Let me go grab some algae while I'm thinking about it. I haven't done that lately. I don't think I got any algae on the last live stream of this the other night. I just go ahead and make a bunch of bacteria samples. Actually, I'm gonna get some water too. The craft from containers is just so much easier for this sort of stuff. Boom. Oh, extra. Alright, I need... Oh, it didn't work there. Alright, so 2 fertilizer. Which means I need actually 4, because I'm going to do 4... Oh, no. I need 4 more of these. So... That's 1. That's 2. 1. 2. And... I'm out of sulfur. Okay. I realized I was that low on sulfur. You just got the GPS tier 2 launched? Tell me, did you notice any difference between the tier 1 and tier 2 for you? Like any really substantial difference? I didn't. It wasn't enough of a difference for me to really justify the extra launch. So I'm hoping we get something a little bit better with the tier 3. Again, Minimap makes sense. Got a satellite up there. Make tier 3 the Minimap one. There goes the sulfur. Drop this stuff off. This is where like auto sort would be amazing to have, but I would have had to like really kind of push it into place like at the beginning. It wouldn't be worth it to redo it, especially knowing that an update might break it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, that's interesting. So I walk here, nothing, can't make it. If I walk over here, I'm fine. Two more bottoms. Need super alloy rod for the tier 3 GPS. Okay. That's not gonna be a problem, honestly. Okay, let's oh, you know what? I forgot to bring the stuff to make the entrance. Hope that works. Oh, wait, no, none of that. Alright. That's 2 more. I have enough for 3 generators. I'm gonna check my power. Yeah, better geolocation to the mapping screen. It doesn't tell you much at all, really. It's just like, what? Does that mean I can see, you know, how everything is set up? Like, is it better details? Is it what? You know, that doesn't really tell you anything. Well, actually, I think I got some I put elsewhere. I'll take 1. No more blueprints to decode for now. So yeah, experimental branch, whenever it goes to stable, I'll have all that and I'll be okay. I can make use of it then. For now, I don't see anything. Well, there's that. Launch another rocket. Bring some uranium in. Alright, that's it. I'm riding on this thing, I hope. Ah! That kicked me off. Oh, oh no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Oh! It killed me. Right there. I could have made it. Need more algae. Alright, grabbing these. Should be enough. Alright, I'll eat that. There you go. See? Done. Now... that's enough for 2 more. Yep. One, 2. Alright, got those. Now I need... these. Just go ahead and grab that so I don't have to go look for it. This will be the last of my biodome set for the first level. Always carry beans. I mean, really any food should work at that point. Did not realize this was going to become a meteor catcher. There we go. That's 20 meteor or 20 biodomes tier 2 on this bit of platform. Say I should have plenty of tree bark if I happen to need a lot more after a certain update. I think I got everything off of that one, but we'll find out. She's drinking sweet tea that may contain vodka. There may just be sweet tea vodka. We don't know. Ginny could be sneaky about that sort of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, the whole drinking before you go see a play, that where you're driving and, you know, you might not want to do that. You're going to have kids in the car kind of thing, you know. That could be bad. Alright, we'll need more sulfur in a moment. Also, where's all my... You know what? It looks like some stuff is still not despawned. Go get sulfur. Might need to put another one out here just because I am starting to use up a bit more sulfur. Put a biodome on the sides of the regular compartment and then deconstruct. Yeah, that could help. You know, if you want to try to line them that way. I mean, I used the regular living compartment to help map the big compartment where I want it to be because it didn't want to snap on top of an existing one like it should. Sometimes you just gotta do a little extra step to make sure everything lines up right. Okay, now that and that. I got 4 more explosive powder. And that means I'll do 3 worth. Yeah. Hydration level low. I got it. So, there and there. Build them, take them apart. Grab all that iron, sure. Still got some more to fill in. Drinking my water. And now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Had to get the 10th one to render. So 20 biodome tier 2s in just this one stretch. And there's still rock pieces that haven't despawned yet. But the difference is you can zoom out further at the higher tech tiers. That's it. Again, a tier 3 I think should be a Minimap overlay, or they should give an option as an extra upgrade that requires maybe a certain level, like it requires a tier 3 GPS to work, but there needs to be a Minimap. I mean, that's gonna be kind of, that's pretty much an expected thing. Okay, those are done. Just enough, I think. Yes, just enough to build another set. There you go. The biodomes can't even render all the way to the end. It's just, it shows the trees, but not the structure. So I have 55 nuclear reactor tier 2s now. And my biggest problem is the 27 tier 3 tree spreaders. It doesn't feel like I got 27. It doesn't feel like I've got that many out there. That's a lot of zeolite. Oh, I forgot, I got all that too. Yeah, I might be making a bunch more super alloy. Got that. And I got all that too. Need to get rid of. And that. Let's go launch another uranium rocket. And get a view of the land. Look at that, got some there. Not really anywhere else. Probably some in the water still. Oh. Right, I used up the rockets I had for the vehicle, so I gotta make some more rockets. You know, I'll let this go. I might go stockpile on some iridium again, just in case. Build all the trees. Oh, how many? I mean, I'd have to sacrifice some of my power production to get more zeolite. Obviously, I keep finding the stray 1 or 2 pieces. I'm not sure how much more I could do, really. No, I'm gonna sit here. Okay, that's not all like super out of the way, is it? That seems to be a problem spot over there, because it's done that before where it went into the terrain and then you got the impact afterwards. Tree Spreader Empire. I mean, at some point it's going to be a case of the seeds, even if you got just all the zeolite you possibly could want. I mean, when I get more zeolite, I'm going to go to making the fusion reactors instead. When I can start harvesting zeolite without having to deal with this, it'll be fusion reactors. I'll launch another one. Oh, I can see some uranium over there, too. Yeah, might be good to try out the, you know, or to stock up on some iridium. Oh. Attacking my base. They seem to be a little bit more spot on towards me this time. Like, those are very close. That one. A little delayed. Okay. Like it went into the ground well before it actually triggered the explosion sound effect. Ooh. That one kind of looks like it's coming straight at me almost. And then... yeah, there should be plenty of uranium for a little bit. Auto mine, you know, kicked up like it did last time. I could just press a button and it just collect pretty much all of it. I know some went in the water. And the rocks have not despawned yet. So I'll come back. Hey, not even all of them, and it's that was a pretty decent haul. See, you know, I remember seeing some go over here. Yep, there's that. I want to say I think I saw one hit like up here or something. Why I'm summoning asteroids and setting up an extractor or two in the uranium cave? Because I already have 3 extractors in the cave. It's still not fast enough. I've already been out there like a couple times and got stuff out of there just this session. There's, you know, for the amount of uranium I need, the rockets are necessary. Because it's still just... I mean, way faster to get this, honestly. Yes, I do have to wander around and get it, but the production rate technically is a lot faster doing this. I mean, really, from a standpoint of the rockets, as long as I wait for the storm to finish, I can just trigger the next storm with another rocket, then another rocket, and then another rocket. And in the amount of time it takes for the 3 extractors to fill up, I can have a dozen rockets probably, at least, launched. All of them providing is this. You know, I get as much from a single rocket as I do from like a trip out to my 3 extractors. And I think, if I remember right, it was like between the rockets I tested with last time, I would get between 30, 35 uranium per rocket, using the auto miner to just automatically pick it all up. So no, actually it was more than 35, because I had one where I got 35 and then had to come back, had to do it again after I cleared out some space. So yeah, there's it was more like 35 to 40 is what I got between rockets last time. Go ahead. Yeah, 6. Down to 1. All right, that might be all of it, but if not, then I'll see it later. And, oh yeah, I still got that one over here I didn't collect from because of that. And I thought this was the core because it was giving me problems targeting it. Okay, maybe I did get all that. I know there was a couple over here in this area because I saw them hit over here by the aluminum extractor. I mean, yeah, it takes a bit more effort to come and get these, but I definitely get more by doing the rockets in terms of the actual volume of how much I get. How long the debris stay on the ground? Not too long. It really depends on the meteor type. The storms for super alloy, the rocks, the debris dissipates very quickly. Because the super alloy itself despawns very quickly from those meteors. But like uranium and iridium ones will last a bit longer on how long the debris is there, but then the actual uranium and uranium, all that you get doesn't despawn until you exit the game. So, you know, you could do a lot and just leave it all out there, a lot of rockets. Now, if you do a second rocket very close after that, it pushes the debris to despawn faster on the previous one. So there's apparently a limit for performance reasons on how much you can have on the playfield at a time. Let me get food, and we'll go grab all my iridium, my 3 extractors there. And so one of your monitors is displaying like very, very naughty, pixely stuff, and the other one's fine. That's a little odd, I would say. Definitely a little bit odd. I mean, especially since they gotta be coming off, unless you're doing like SLI or something, they gotta be coming off the same GPU generally. Unless it's a bad cable or a bad port on the GPU. And it can always still be a graphics driver, but that's kind of weird for that sort of behavior. If it was the driver, it should be affecting the whole thing. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Alright, there's that. Some more uranium. That's full. I still have some more waiting, so I'll go get that. There you go. And I'm sure by now I've had time for it to refill. So we'll just do a run to the uranium mine. Well, after I go put these away, as the monitor itself, that's easy at least to replace. It's not like having to replace the graphics card. Yeah, I did not get that much iridium off of that one. All right, last trip. So I have all my stuff. Then I'll grab some aluminum. So I hopefully can balance out what I'm crafting there with some super alloy for ease of transport. You know what? I'll take 6 this time. I'm just gonna see how much I get from the extractors this time. And then I'm gonna do one more meteor storm and compare. So I just want to see. Yeah, the meteor storm, you have to keep launching them. And I think Rock got stuck there. You know, yeah, you have to keep producing more with the meteor storms, but you know, it does seem faster to me, honestly. Mines give a lot, but you get a lot of, if you're going for that one item, like in that case, Uranium, you still get a lot of the other stuff, which is why I get so much. I have to try, you know, find a way to sort it. It's been a while since I went to the aluminum mine and really started using it because I have so much built up now. I think I'm going to end up making a lot of super alloy today, though, just to use up the aluminum. So, uranium mine, and not going in. Instead, craft from containers. Ooh, very rich this time. So I got 5 rods. And of course, titanium that I had, and some iron. I'm short. There's titanium. Of course, this iron that I'm, you know, needing again. And there we go. All right, so that should have compressed pretty much everything down for the one trip back. So not counting the items I had to get, the titanium and the iron, just looking at the production here, that's 5 uranium rods, so 45 uranium plus another 5 on top of that. So I got between 3 extractors 50. And I have done it with the auto mine mod to, you know, max range, see how far, how much it would pick up. I've gotten 40 from a single rocket. So 3 extractors, yeah, you don't have to keep making rockets launching them. You don't have to go out and find all of it. But you get a lot of extra junk. So I've had to do 3 extractors to go just past what I get in terms of uranium itself from a single rocket. So if you're just really wanting uranium, you're gonna have to go a lot of extractors until they give an option to, like, say, filter where you don't get certain stuff, or have it automatically dump certain stuff. Like, oh, I don't need titanium right now, so just dump titanium into the trash, into the shredder automatically. That could be a fun thing. I have like a shredder that can be tied to an extractor for certain items, automatically dump in and get shredded. So right now, 50 is the count for that one right there. So 50. Actually, I'll go ahead and make some more super alloy. 50 uranium. And do a rocket. And we'll see how well it does. Okay. Using up some of that, finally. Used up some of that. Yes. There we go. All right, so we're going to summon another rocket just to see how much I get this time collecting it. And I overshot my climbing. And I'm actually I'm going to go over here. Let's say into the dome. Let's go into the dome right here. And just kind of look out. And I'll see how the spread happens here. It's a GT620? Wow. That's quite old. Okay, so I gotta check up on the ridge. Yeah, if you're going to use the auto mine mod, rockets are much more effective than the extractors. Just whitelist uranium or whatever and just hit C, long range, you know, and you could just automatically collect everything from the asteroids, be done with it. And have more than enough uranium. But I'm not using the auto mine anymore, so I say like there's one. There's some already. So I'm gonna give it a moment for like these, not a problem, but I'm gonna have to wait for other rocks to despawn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. Let's see. Noticing now, and I don't have the mod on it anymore, but I'm noticing that these take a little bit longer to load in than they were. And I'm still at 0.26 on fish. But man, that is going up. That's the one that's got the most rockets, and you see it's not really going up any higher. This is just about getting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 20. Two bottom. I can see green right there. It's gonna be a meteor core. Actually, let me nope, can't zoom in. It would be nice to have a zooming option where you could zoom in and kind of move it around. At least as you upgrade your GPS rockets. I mean, come on. I can see it all the way over here. Very widespread on how the meteors impact around you. And you can't even see it is there from above the water. I hope that changes. I mean, the glowy stuff should show through a little bit, I would think. There's a little light down there, you know. You see it? Got that there. Oh, we got some rain. That's more over here. Yeah, the meteors, yeah, you have that disadvantage. You have to go out and get them. But technically, I mean, I'm using this while the extractors are building back up. And if you could filter stuff with the extractors, completely different story. I just have like 8 extractors over there right now and be done with it. And of course, depending on the meteor, you get a higher density or lower density. More drops versus less drops. Oh wow, I'm dropping down to pretty much 10 FPS while the rain's going. And yeah, nothing else up here. So, not an amazing haul on this one. I'm sure there's still probably some I haven't seen, because the auto mine did make it very easy. Just click and have everything collected. So there's probably still some hiding somewhere that I just did not see. But it does keep it here, local to my base. I don't have to go wandering off for it, and that's more than enough. Alright, that's 17. I did an unusual number on that. I didn't count it right. Hello, Daku! Went to a toy store and they had new Legos, but not that much. Like, they didn't have that many Legos of the new ones, or they had the new ones, but not much else. Ah. Yep, so here's some more I did not see. I just happened to notice a little bit of a green spot. Ah. And of course, because it hit here, inside, so I got all this stuff inside. But yeah, much better haul as I start to find more of it. So yeah, I would say, aside from the gathering, one meteor is about equal to 3 extractors, tier 2 extractors going in an area. And if you really need it, just run meteors and then collect all the goodies and go back and then collect from your extractors that have been running the entire time you were doing the other stuff. Okay, yep, that's enough. 2 of the new Skywalker entrants from The Mandalorian. Wow. Well, I didn't even know they made that. I mean, I don't really follow, like, Lego news. Ugh, excuse me. Timmy's asleep, I think. He's not moving. He's also not chirping like he's dreaming. Let's go check my extractors again just to make sure. I mean, at this point, I've got so much power. I may put another extractor in over here. Plus, I know I've got 11 extractors, so, you know, another one rounded up nice even 12. A dozen. And it'll be a question of finding a spot where it can link with another one over here. And of course, I gotta remember to go here instead. So, not fully replenished yet. Oh, yeah. Lego Star Wars game is fun. But I'm not... I mean, I played with Legos as a kid. I just haven't had anything that makes me want to play with them now, you know? It's like I kind of graduated from that to playing with like Minecraft, and now it's like I've got other games that to me are better in terms of that. I mean, Minecraft is still holding strong, but so is World of Warcraft, you know. Get paranoid unless you know your cat's asleep. I mean, I can see him breathing. I see his belly, like, you know, doing that while he's breathing. There's a I mean to click the other one, the sort. And, you know, I actually, as much as I'm gathering right now of that, I need iron because I need to expand. I ran out of room with those last ones I made, so I gotta go build a bunch more platform area. So I'm just gonna now siphon off iron from a few spots. I'm gonna try the jetpack mod. I am using the jetpack mod that fixes the drop. But if there's another one, then no, I haven't tried it. But I do have the one installed. That was one of the first ones I did that keeps you from having the drop that like it just suddenly drops you all the way down to the height above ground level that the jetpack supports. I've got that one. And I have not seen anything about another one. So if there is another one, then no, I definitely don't have that. They're not having any problem over here with trees growing in nice and thick. But then over there in the aluminum area, it's very spread out and very sparse. Like, there's not a bunch of it all together, like tight clusters like over there or in the valley where I've got everything set up. There's that, and I'll just go ahead and take all this. Go ahead and make a bunch more platforms. What? Yep, I knew I saw it. Saw some green. Okay, maybe that's the last of it. And maybe they'll fix it where stuff won't go inside your buildings like that. All right. Had enough for 15. Think is what it said. About to have a storm. Not sure if this is a regular storm or a meteor storm, but it's not showing any meteors at the moment, unless I glitched it. It may just be a purplish dust storm. All right. So now, you found the faster boots and jet. Well, good for you, Pierre. If you stay on the outside rim, you can. Dereka, I kind of saw that. It's been a while, and I've been pointing out. It's not just when you stand on the outside. It's like right here. Like I can't walk in there. It treats it like there is a hard corner there. Like even though it's visually a circle, or you know, a octagon. It's like in a certain spot you actually cannot walk, you have to jump. So it's like there's that, like you see that it's got the lip like you're walking inside. And so yeah, it's got an area that as you get there, you even see the visual change. It treats it like you're inside. It's not just it's a bug that, you know, with the oxygen, it actually is treating it like you're inside the building itself. Just like I had that cave earlier I found, and in one area of the cave, even though the rest of the cave's underwater, one spot treated it like I was in open air and walking around, not swimming. So there are some things that they're gonna have to fix a little bit still, you know, but that's why we're still early access. They got time to fix them. Okay. Let's see. Actually, you know, I probably should check my stockpile of goodies, since I haven't actually been like getting stuff like harvesting like I should have been. because I ran out of room. I just wasn't using it. Eggplant. Mushroom because I am out of room. Okay, so I am at 55 nuclear reactors. I just made a bunch more placement area. Oh, that's plenty of space right there. Explosive powder. I'm going to need some sulfur. Yeah, tier 3 boots. Yeah, go upgrade as soon as you can. It helps. Doesn't seem like it'd be much, but actually it really does in the long run. Like it when there's a full house. Alright, let's get back. Then I'll do... I know it said 1, because I think I did that earlier with the explosive powder. I'll do 2 more. I'll give you enough for 3 nuclear reactors. Then I'll see if I have enough for another 2 nuclear, or another 3 nuclear reactors. And this may be an osmium storm. I'll just dump this stuff in there for now. Go eat. Yep. Explosive powder. And now I can make 3 of them. There we go. Stackable inventory mod. I haven't seen that one. I did see there's... Well, I'm using the mod where you middle click and it transfers all items of the same type over. There's a mod that lets you have remote access to your storage. So basically, you can hotkey and have it remotely access like a storage locker through that hotkey. And then there's one that lets you just, I think it's like you hit T or something when you're in your inventory, and it automatically puts every item into your storage, as long as there's at least one storage that has one of that item in there. So it's kind of like auto sort, but not quite. There we go. That should put me at 58. Now it has one more row to finish. So that's empty there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more that I can build up there once I have enough platform. And that'll put me at a total of 65. Right? Yeah, 65, I think. The stuttering is starting to really get a problem with the turning. So yeah, 7 more put me at 65. And then I actually have 7 sitting up here on the ridge, so that put me, basically that's 58 is what I'm getting for 1 level of that platform. How much do I have, Phil? 15,000. I don't think I'm gonna do more than 1 level of this right now, because once the update comes out, we have a zeolite cave and a pulsar quartz cave. I'm just gonna mass produce basically the tier 4, the fusion generator. I mean, I could do that now. I could make another pulsar quartz, make another one. But once I can mine pulsar quartz, that's all I need right there. So, all right, I saved. I am going to actually let's pause for a moment, because with the save, I'm going to close out, just because sometimes it's good to let it reset at this point, because of how laggy it's getting at times, how stuttery it is. And I'm going to real quick take a quick look for jetpack. So the better jetpack mod I have, which is what helps with the removes the sharp drop off, and you can add a custom speed multiplier to the jetpack through the config, which I haven't done. And then let's look and see. There's one I saw also earlier that was interesting. Oh yeah, there. You know what? Let's try this one. It's called Advanced Mode. Enables flying, changing the rate of food, water, oxygen usage, unlocking all items, no resources to build, etc. Kind of like creative mode. So it's not jetpack flying, but it's like you could turn on flying. You know, yeah, I'll love wait on that. That might be fun to do for like a new game save. There's Adds a Tree. That's the plugin. It's called Add the Tree. Adds a tree. And the tree is basically a palm tree, produces oxygen, and creates edible coconuts. So you can have a lovely bunch of coconuts. Ooh, disable build constraints. I like how it says, warning, the build constraints exist for a reason. You're playing with fire. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Improve performance. Configurable list of point lights and particle systems to disable to increase performance. That might be worth trying. Actually, see how well that works. Boy, I don't know why I suddenly got, like, just constant yawning. It's because I sat down. That's why it is. All right, we're going to try the improve performance mod now. Oh, Timmy, sits there napping. Flop him around. Yeah, the description pretty much told me, that, it's building tweaks, disabling the constraints. I mean, yeah, there's times, like, obviously you would not build certain places in Subnautica with building tweaks, even though you do the full override just because it's going to cause a problem. Did the wrong button. Try to see if I can get the screen to load back up. There it goes. Sometimes it does mess up the gameplay loading. Performance booster, it's on the modding page in the wiki at Spots, and I'll be adding all these links after the stream to the description. But yeah, it's just there on the modding wiki page. All right, so let's actually check this and see. So it's not adding it here. So there's no controls in here for disabling. stat. So, all right, I'm looking here. I've still got the same 15 FPS. I'm looking here. I've got 20 FPS. So not amazing. So now, let me pull that back up. I'm gonna look at the because once you run it the one time, it's gonna generate a config file for it. Oh, and I got config files I don't need in there now, like show rocket count. Let's see. Oh, hi, Timmy. I don't see a config file for this. And it just says improved performance. I'm not seeing a config file for it. So that's interesting. All right. And it's not giving me anything on that. I mean, it's still, I'm set to that, which hasn't made any real difference to it. You know what? Let's just go look and see. Particles. It's gonna be over here. Now I'm at 30 FPS, but I'm pretty sure I've been 30 FPS for most of it. Okay, so those particles are still going. So it's I don't know how it's triggered or not triggered. It's supposed to remove some particles. So I'm gonna try that. Let's save again. I'm gonna close out and switch to the appropriate screen this time. So config, let me refresh. There is no custom config being generated for it. It is not doing that. So let me look at that mod page. Again, that's on the Planet Crafter wiki on the modding page. And it's, just look up performance. Improved performance. And it is courtesy of Lathri. Same one that makes the disable build constraints. So configurable list of point lights and particle systems to disable to increase performance. That's all it says. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't tell me anything. So, all right, I'm taking that one out. It didn't seem to make a difference on that one. Yeah. There's also a mobile crafter, a chip you can craft stuff with a press the button, so you can change the key to use the config file. So you can basically be crafting stuff on the go. I decided not to worry about that yet. Craft equipment in place. Instead of having to unequip, you can actually craft and replace equipment right there without having to move it. That's helpful when you're doing something like a backpack. You don't want to have to take a certain amount of stuff out to do it. Teleport to nearest mineable. Teleport to the nearest mineable resource by pressing F8. Hold shift to also mine it. Control F8 to mine without moving. Cheat for machines deposit into remote containers. Rename containers to star or asterisk, osmium, etc. And no need to run to the machine. The star is mandatory. Okay, now that sounds interesting right there. Let's try that one. Machines deposit into containers. This is from Arkanoid. This is the same one that did the earlier ones, the Minimap and everything. Find that one. So this is on his or hers Discord page. I don't know if I can find it. Ooh, there's also auto harvest. Automatically harvest algae and food. Place them into named containers such as vegetable growable and algae it's 0. Okay, so vegetable 0 growable, algae 1 seed, stars mandatory. Cheat photo mode, hide water. Oh, wait. Work around when items are not fully submerged, can't be picked up. So that fixes that problem. Something with the photo mode, it basically makes the water disappear. Okay, that's... I'm not finding it on there. It should be after the inventory stacking one. Yeah, cheat inventory stacking. Show items stacked together in your and other inventories. Backpack size indicates how many stacks of items you can carry. So basically, it just compresses it down so you don't see them all scattered out, is what it reads like. So it should be between inventory stacking and the minimap. Ah, there we go. Cheat machine remote deposit. That's what it's called. All right, so we're getting that one. Yeah, we're gonna try that one out. I think that's a interesting sounding one. I'm not gonna go overboard with it, but let's just see how it works, how far away it can work. And I bet I'm gonna have to do like a there's gonna be some config file for it once I run it. That I might be able to adjust the distance, maybe. No, not doing it. Maybe just you shouldn't have to load a game save. It should just be that. So that did not do anything. Tier 2 extractor needs super alloy rod? Really? I didn't remember having to have that. Okay, so the mod, yes, it's picking up. You use asterisk and then the name. So I am here without the performance improvements, unfortunately. I am going to go up here and we're just going to build one container right here for this reason. And I'm going to go star uranium. Let's try it that way. I know there might be the uranium thing instead. And we'll just see if that's not doing anything. Was it Uranium? Was the name for it? Now, I might be out of range. It didn't say if there's a certain range or not. You know what? Let's just do this. Star Iridium. Okay. It says star was necessary. So if it's working, it's not in the range. It should be. It didn't say anything about range. I didn't see a config file. So these should be dumping straight to that. I'm gonna do that. That's 2 of them. They'll start producing, and if that works, then it's not transferring like, oh, it's here, let me transfer it. It's like, oh, it got produced, send it. Oh, wait. Sorry. There we go. Uranium. Well, I'm gonna try it with the iridium and just see what happens with that. If it works, it didn't transfer right away, but if it is a case of it needs to let mine, and we got obviously meteors. It's looking like a regular meteor storm. It's not turning purple yet. Like, yeah, it doesn't have the density of a super alloy storm. Oh, it did it. I didn't put anything there, so it does not actively transfer them. When it produces a new one, it goes. So, all right, we're gonna change that to star Uranium with the I. And that just means one thing. I gotta go out to my extractors to get that. Now, the other thing is, it doesn't mean that you're set. Because, I mean, it's when they produce that item. Anything else is not going to get dumped over. So, stuff like the titanium and the iron and such will still be clogging it up. But for a remote location like that, where I don't want to have to keep going all the time, I could set it to just be pumping stuff over. And oh, what? Look, I got one. I got one. All right. So I don't have to go out there and get it. That might actually be, just for ease of use, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to be able to do it that far of a distance. I mean, that'd be like the deep drillers in FCS mods be like halfway across the map and you're getting resources from them. Not really sensible to do it that way, but yeah, this is gonna be useful. And it's not going to make any difference. I remember this. It's not super alloy. It's just alloy. I'm going to do both of these. Actually, I'll just do all of these. Like that. I think I used some osmium up. Maybe. I did not. Oh well. I'll dump it here. How about that? Okay, all those could be just super alloy from the producing location. You know what? I'm going to do these. Just for the fact that I know what I want to do with this. I'm going to change it. Yeah, I could do this with the ones down below, but I need to have some upstairs stuff anyway. And I'm not going to do everything. I'm not going to do like uranium. I got plenty of uranium. Oh, wait, not your plenty of aluminum. So I'm going to do just 4 of these. And that's going to be for the critical items. So, star cobalt. I'm assuming the rest are correct on their spelling. Star iron. Star magnesium. Silicon. And star titanium. And let's just see. Oh yeah, look at that. Already up to 4. Again, it's not transferring stuff that's already made, but it should transfer stuff that is then being produced afterwards. And the catch with those that I just made is you're talking, it's not from a certain extractor, it's from all of them. So every extractor will be feeding into those because every extractor is going to produce those items. So I'm going to have a lot of stuff being piped over. I don't know. I mean, I guess we can wait and see on like one of the other ones I don't have stuff, you know, going to. But I'm doing like the uranium. So we'll wait and see how the iridium ones fill up. And I guess I could switch one of those to iridium. But it seemed like, I mean, they were full, and then I would, after I picked up stuff to make room and came back, I got iridium. So I'm thinking it's a case of once I picked them up, it ran through and said, oh, I can produce something. And so it produced something. And yeah, that's why I don't have anything else here being produced. That was not a lot, so I guarantee I had open spaces in some of these. So now, I should get back, and I should see a bunch of stuff in there. And that means, you know what, let me just hang out here for a minute. I should see nothing being produced by these. These should not have any items in them if that's working 100%. Because everything, every one of those should be going over here. And now I can see this being valuable, and I would probably use this if it was a range limited thing. Like you put it within a certain range, then it does it. It gives you a reason to have containers like that, like the remote storage FCS mods. Once you're out of room in those, then it just fills up in the extractors and it doesn't automatically dump out. You have to go get it. I think then that would be useful and wouldn't seem too overpowered doing that. And I'm stuck on the tree. Ah. Let's try and get over here because I hear the wind. And it's just a dust storm. Okay, still going. Cobalt, no iron, magnesium, silicon. You see just how little iron I actually get from some of those. Oh, wow. I drained a lot of iron. Ew. Didn't realize I used up that much. There we go. Okay, so that's another 3. That's 13. Alright, so that should be good. I might actually keep this mod for at least a little while. It does make things a little easier. So iridium I am not collecting, just the uranium because it says uranium, and all of these, which is not producing. I mean, you see just how imbalanced it is. Like the iron does not even do anything right now. Oh, inventory mod just changes all storage. So if you set 20, it's okay. Sons of the Forest confirmed for October 22nd? Like full release or early access released? And you know, now I'm thinking, what if I did, because I built all of these which used a bunch of iron. Well, if I just filled the room up and this is my auto dump area, where just I don't even worry about going out to the extractors. I just set it up for everything, and that's where all my stuff goes. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I just, if I'm running low, I just wait for it to produce more, because I know there's none in the extractors because I've already got everything used up. Oh, I'm so ready for that. The map update with the new caves and expanding on production. I will move all of these nuclear ones out to the other platform there to make something work there, and then I will actually, I might just go ahead and do that anyway, and then have this all open for these and just turn this into the main area that I was wanting to do when I can get all the pulsar quartz I want. Yeah, okay, so that's a very significant quality of life improvement. And actually, I could take and break down one of these again. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that's just bam. I don't have to go out and get it anymore. Here you go, 15. I can make even more uranium reactors or nuclear reactors, which I may wait about at this point. Since we are apparently getting caves and such that we probably can harvest stuff from, I might wait about doing even more of the... Might not do another level of the nuclear reactors. I might wait until I can do just a ton of fusion reactors. Yeah, okay. So that's a very interesting mod. I'm really surprised that it works at whatever range, but it might have been too much trouble to try and code it to not work past a certain range. And I guess, yeah, I'll let these go until they fill up, and then that means those items will not be transferred, so the extractor should slowly fill up on those, and then at some point it'll be out of room. So it may be a case of, it's kind of like the overflow mod, the aquarium overflow, the alien containment overflow, where normally the breeding process, the ticker would just cease because there's no more room. Those mods override that, so anything new that gets produced gets transferred out. It could be the same thing. So it'd be like, instead of it keeps going, even though the container's full, it still is producing items and dumping over here until just no more room. So can't find the osmium again. Okay, well, easy cave. The first one is the one right up here next to the big wreck at the beginning, like right up there, but you're gonna have ice blocking it. So if the ice is not melted, most of the osmium caves are not going to be accessible until you have the ice melted. So you got to get a certain temperature, but go up here and turn right here. And osmium cave. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. I'll take these out. That means anything new other than osmium should just get transferred out, and then once I have enough, it'll have some more osmium in there. So there's that one. Now, apparently there's a way you can get around to it, I guess. A little faster, but it's not guaranteed. You're still gonna have to wait for some of the ice to melt. And I'll just, yep, they dump that there. And let's just save, because it is a little, you know, little stuttery at point still. So on Steam, it says October 22nd, but they're not responding about that. I mean, I hadn't seen it. I didn't even know they had a page up yet for Sons of the Forest. And you know how it is. I mean, this game was in beta, and I did the beta test, and then it became, oh, hey, by the way, game is releasing on this day. I mean, we're releasing on this date, and then the release was early access release. I'm like, well, it's already early access. The beta. That's basically what it was. That's really more of an alpha, not a beta. So I finish off this whole row. That gives me room for the 7 I have over there. And that's, yeah, a lot of nuclear reactors over here. And then I'll just do my fusion reactors when we get the new update. So the page just went up. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out. I would think after this much time in development, the game would be full release, but you know, I guess it depends on the developer studio, because the forest, you know, they actually changed the story during early access, changed the ending, because there's so many people already used to the ending and played through it so much before the game release that they're like, okay, we're gonna throw something new in there. And then you're like, Subnautica Below Zero, they changed it because people were not happy with the story. So going from, oh, we released this in early access and because we got to test this out and we made adjustments along the way, to now we're just releasing it full release. You know, I can see them doing it. I just would hope they wouldn't, because there's value in early access for like the feedback. But I've seen way too much stuff on it to think that they're just now getting to early access. I mean, that would be extremely delayed game if it's just now going early access. I'm pretty sure it's going to be full release. Because, I mean, it's not like Subnautica and Below Zero, where Subnautica was still getting some updates here and there, and then Below Zero, you know, they started early access on that a while afterwards. I just see it's gonna end up being full game, I bet, because if it's early access, it's either gonna be a very short early access phase, or because they've got so much work already put into it, or it's not gonna be ready for a while, like 3 or 4 years at this point. If it's taking this long just to get to early access, or all the way up to October just to get to early access, I would say don't expect it for at least another 3 or 4 years to be done, unless they just do a very short early access phase. Otherwise, I expect it's just gonna be, here it is, it's full release. We did full release this time, working on everything in secret instead of doing the early access thing. I have a feeling with all this time they're gonna go that route. Oh, goodbye, Jenny. Yeah, you gotta go do your play thing, or go to the play. And thank you, Jenny. You too. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the play. Try not to heckle anybody too much. Okay, so I've roamed around, and of course the rain is making things a little stuttery. Got that. I'm getting more uranium than I'm getting iron. I've got 3 uranium extractors going, which makes sense. But I'm also producing iron from those, and should be from the iridium ones and everywhere else. So I'm getting more uranium than I'm getting of iron, even though the iron is coming from multiple, like more extractors than what I'm getting the uranium from. It's a very low rate for iron. Apparently that iron was one of the ones still in there, or maybe not. Maybe these are, that obviously was after the fact. There we go. I'm not even worried about keeping any of that stuff at the moment. So those 3 extractors are completely empty now, and everything they produce, except for iridium, should go to my crates over there, to my lockers. So if I see anything popping up in here other than iridium, it's gonna be something's not 100% on the mod. I would like to see rainfall coming through there too, or something dripping, you know, instead of the sand, because there is rain outside. make it a tier 1 just for iron. Technically, a tier 2 will work for iron as well, depending on the area. So I can make a tier 2 and place out here, and it will make iron for me. And I was thinking about that aspect, since I do want iron for structural elements. You know, I need to use some osmium up anyway, so let's just do a tier 2 right here. Like that. Iron! We'll see how much that improves everything. And that should put me at 12 total. 12 tier 2 extractors. The 21 biodome tier 2, which, yeah, 20 over there and 1 there. I got 19 drills. Only 15 heaters. I need to up that number a bit. Hey, those are rookie numbers. I need to get that up the like triple digits, right? And get rid of those veggie tubes. So, I wonder if I could actually see it happen. Like have it pop in when, you know, it produces the iron. I'll sit here for a moment just to see if we can see some iron pop in. I mean, with that many extractors, the uranium ones are doing it because I cleared those out. The iridium ones are cleared out. I got an iron one right there. I mean, at least out of those, that's 7 extractors that are capable of producing iron. And one of them is focused on iron, and I'm not seeing it pop in. Unless I just broke it. Oh, there it is. I missed it. I was busy looking at the other ones. I was tickling Timmy's armpit. And they're right, yeah, like right there. There's his head. He's just out of frame. Just right there out of frame. That's the snoot right there in my hand. Ah. Little paw up in the air. You're too dark, Timmy. They can't see you on the screen. So yeah, that's a definite improvement. Quality of life. It does. It's cheaty. I'm gonna say it is cheaty, and it is designated as a cheat on this mod because I don't have to go anywhere. Now, if it was like short range, less of a cheat, more like the remote storage and the FCS mods. But just anywhere on the map, do this. It's definitely a cheat. It's not as bad though as the auto mine, where you just walk around and it picks up stuff for you, or as I did last time I set it up with as I did like 250 meter range, and I just sat there and clicked C one time and it picked up all the uranium that was dropped by a meteor. Yeah, that's definitely cheaty. Come on. Just waiting for it to do it now. I'm like not looking. I don't want to go too overboard and build like a bunch of extractors just to have these filling up like super fast, you know. Oh, there, it did it. It did it while I didn't see it pop in, but obviously it popped in 2 more iron while I was looking, or had it open. So yeah, it's interesting. Again, I'm gonna put links for all of the, or not all of these, because a lot of them are on the wiki mod page. But I'll link to the Arcanaut page, the GitHub for those. And just the rest are all going to be on the wiki page. Look at that, just all iridium. You know what? Let's just do a little bit of a top off over here. Look at that. This needs some more here to make it look nice and lovely. I'm gonna walk on it. Okay, that one and that one are not cooperating the way I want. Yeah, look at that. The fact that this is not causing any issues is nice. I mean, I'm at 30 FPS right here. Yeah, it goes down 25, but it's way worse over here without that. Had to get Sam some cough medicine. Okay? So hopefully that no more coughing. Yeah, the fact having these, if they were short range, you know, like 20 meters or something like that, you do like I have in the Iridium cave over there. Yeah, the other ones might be a little bit more tight for space, like in the Uranium cave, finding a good spot for that. But yeah, putting in like this right here, like, okay, I've got this, it's right next to these. If it's between this and this is the maximum range for it to work. And I have storage like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here, all of them set to the different items. You basically have the full storage for each of those items that you know you're gonna get. Like, I know it's gonna get the main 5, cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium, and then the 6th one is gonna be whatever the focus point is. So iridium, uranium, superalloy, whatever. And yeah, you just leave it here and come back, assuming that if it gets full, it stops. If it doesn't stop when it gets full, it just keeps trying to produce. As long as it produces an item it can dump, then yeah, you could just do all like iridium or all superalloy or whatever and come back and have a ton. Or you could just have, you know, if you got enough vertical room, again, some of the caves are going to be a little cramped, you could build a spot where it's a room above. So you have the ground floor and then you have one above, and the one above is for all the other stuff, and the ground floor is for just the item you want, like superalloy, uranium, and then you probably would want for ease of transport back, advanced craft station, at least, so you can sit there and be like, oh, advanced craft station to automatically, you know, let not automatically, but let you go in and make a ton of uranium rods while you're there and just bring them all back. And so it's easier to transport your full stockpile. You have too much of everything but superalloy. I had too much superalloy, as evidenced by my 3 containers upstairs and the 1 container downstairs, and then I burned through it making rockets. So, you know, I set this and I didn't even look. And I want to say I remember it being is alloy, not superalloy for the name on that. Let me go check, because I never did go out here to the superalloy one to clear it out. That might be it. It might be once the extractor itself is full, it stops producing because there's no more room to produce anything. So you are reliant on making sure you have all the stuff, you know, being processed. If something is wrong, as you say, you have around 45 low. What do you mean? Like 45 FPS on low settings? Because, like, yeah, mine, there's something weird on my base. Like, something going on in one spot that makes mine drop to, like, 15. For some reason in that one location. The algae and gas extractors. I don't know about the gas extractors, because this was specifically for the extractor, the excavator. But they're the same creator of this mod also has another one for, I know, the algae and water. I don't think it's a gas extractors, but it will automatically collect the algae and water in the same way. Honestly, it probably works the exact same, other than it's what it interfaces with. It may have been they had to do 2 different mods for that, or they did 2 different mods just to, well, maybe just to make it more streamlined. I don't know. I don't think you'd have to do it because somebody would want one feature, not the other. I mean, that is kind of the great thing here is if you don't want to use something, like I'm not doing Iridium, I don't have to create the thing for Iridium. There's no like whitelisting or anything for that sort of thing. It's just, you know, I don't want to use that. So, there you go. Let's do that. You know, I am thinking I still need to clear some space out. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 in this container. This one's full. So now, see if super alloy starts filling up that one. At the same time, I used some of the iron up. I burned through it because it was the last one I built, I guess. Sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe not. I think that's what it was. I think it goes in reverse order of when you build them. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Didn't have to go get it. It's just picked up for me. Now the thing is, I'm going to run out of room for everything. I'm going to end up filling up everything and not having room for anything. And then at some point, I would still have to go out, empty out the extractors, or the excavators, so I could get this going again. So if you don't take care of it soon enough, it will, you know, you'll run out of space, and you'll still have to go and collect everything from them. And oh yeah, there's water I got. Let me check and see how my water is doing. I haven't been like paying enough attention to it. Wow, I burned through all my water here and over there. I did not realize that. I won't have to restock my water. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say there might have been a mod also I saw that'll do the same thing for the growers on this, that will extract stuff automatically. Yeah, it's like yours has like regular lag spikes. Mine's for some reason is just like looking in one area, it just drops the performance, like the frame rate way down when I'm looking in one specific area of my base, and then when I move outside that, it's 25 to 30 again. Which, I mean, even on the settings I've got here, I've got a pretty decent look to it. It's not like I'm not sacrificing much by turning it down a bit. So yeah, that's an interesting mod. Very useful. I'm going to keep it, even though it is cheaty. I like it. It's going to help me out. It's not the, like, just keep launching rocket after rocket after rocket and then just, bam, hit C and collect every piece of uranium in a 250-meter radius. This is definitely not as swift on the production level, so I would say less cheaty. But though it's still kind of cheaty, you know. It's just, it saves me the trouble of having to go out there and get it, you know. And so that leaves those. I mean, I'll do it pretty good, I'm gonna say. Yeah, just waiting on the update. So depending on if there's some new mods this week, we'll come back to this. If not, If the updates only drops this week, we'll come back to this. If not that, then probably Expect Thursday will go to something else for a little while until we get the update on this. I'm thinking maybe if Lynn's Island's got the update out this coming week, great. If not, we might try the new No Man's Sky a little bit, but I think that's good for now. We are right at the 3-hour mark, and we'll hang out and talk for a little bit, but we're not gonna go too super long today. And you know, while this is going, I'll jump in. I'll go ahead and get this updated to have the mod links in there for those of you who are wanting to get those. And let chat to catch up finally. Always seems to do that too. It's like I gotta see if there's something I can change for the chat to keep going. If no update, try the dev branch. Again, I don't like doing the development experimental branches, you know, during early access stuff, just because you're already gonna have enough bugs as it is with the stable branch. You know, you add too many, and that's when you start getting into the point where you're like, I don't want to, you know, play this now. It gives you a bad taste with it. It's like it puts you in a position where you're like, I just don't want to do this. So yeah, I stay away from the dev branch. Let me see. So we did the mini map. And the rockets. I'm trying to remember what all I did. So it was the mini map. And what else was it? It was mini map, the rocket count, and then we did. Well, we tried that one that just didn't do anything, the performance booster. And then the let me find the name of it. And the machine deposit into containers. So those are actually on the just the wiki page. I mean, they're in the GitHub, but it's easier to just go find a wiki page and you can see all the different options and then search from there. So yeah. All right, take care, Pierre. I know it's not a matter of the mods being affected on it, it's the fact that I don't do dev branches generally because you get even more bugs than you already have. I mean, we already know there's a ton of bugs in the game as it stands on the stable branch. And if you start getting a lot of really bad bugs in the development branch, you either end up breaking your save where you can't keep going in that save if something goes wrong, or you end up playing with bugs that just make it unenjoyable to play, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm done for a while. So I don't do the dev branch for many reasons. Thank you, Zero Mistakes. Yes, I did Breath Edge when it was early access, like right when it came out. And if you like that dark humor, which I do in certain cases, it's fun for like a good little while. Like the early access when I played it up to the point where they had it at that time, I had fun with it. But when it went full release and I tried it again, I kind of got back to that same spot, and then from there it was just like it seemed like it went stagnant on the enjoyment level. It went from being, oh, this is fun, oh, okay, I gotta get this, okay, now it's starting to slow down because I gotta go gather more supplies, to then it was, yeah, the humor's not saving it now. It's just got super tedious, and it went from being enjoyable to not so enjoyable. So I never even finished the game in in full release because it got too boring. So that's my take on it. It was good at the start, but it starts to decline quickly in terms of the fun. because it does get to a more tedious thing. But if you do like the dark humor side of things, I would say you probably at least would, you know, maybe watch some people's gameplay and then keep it on your wish list for a sale. I wouldn't say buy it new, full price, because it's definitely one I would consider to be more of a sale price. I mean, looking at now, $25. If you wait and get No Man's Sky for $30, you will get a lot more enjoyment and game time out of No Man's Sky for $30 than Breath Edge for $25. And I mean, I haven't seen anything that made me want to go back to it at this point. You know, nothing about the bugs or performance issues. It's just it got kind of dull, you know. Hi, Thomas. Thanks for joining in. You're kind of late, but that's okay. Let's see what else was there mod-wise on this. All right, there is a performance booster, but I did try the other performance booster. It didn't seem to do anything, but this one says load inventories faster. So if you have lots of containers or use inventory capacity mods, this will speed up the world load-in. It doesn't especially say while you're moving around. It could just be when it loads at the initial start of it, because there is that lag when I first load the game, which probably is it loading all the information in for all the containers. So that's like, you know, to me that mod reads as it's going to speed up the initial load, but nothing past that point. And yeah, I'm looking. There's not really like a ton of mods right now. I think as the game gets further along and more people get into it, you're going to see a lot more mods be coming out. I mean, look at Subnautica. You know, as long as it's been out, how many actual mods do we have for new assets like vehicles? It's not a lot. It's not like it's a all the time constant thing. No Man's Sky, when it first came out, I didn't try it then, because I did read a lot of reviews where it was like, it's nice environments, it looks good, and it's fun, but it gets very monotonous. You know, it gets very boring quickly because all you're doing is wandering around. But then when they did, it was 2.0 is when I got in, and I was like, okay, this actually makes the game worth checking out, you know, at least for the $30 mark. I still say, even at this point, with as much as they've added, it's a $30 game. Not $60, it's $30. And they all the time put it on sale for $30, which reflects to me that the devs know it's really a $30 game. But yeah, they've added so much over the last few years to No Man's Sky. It's just gotten better and better. And it's definitely a good purchase for $30 when you get it. I would say maybe, you know, now maybe getting more to that $40 range. It's definitely got a lot more value to it than, say, some of these games that brand new, you know, right when they come out, $60. You know, it's got way more value to it than those games. And even it, I would not want to pay full $60 for No Man's Sky. But yeah, definitely No Man's Sky. If you haven't tried it yet, watch for it to go on sale and then get it. Let me see if they actually even have it on sale right now. It's on sale so often that it's like, if it's not on sale now, give it like a week or two, it might be on sale again. And it's not on sale. So yeah, if you are, I mean, we might check it out Thursday. Just depends on what happens with this game or Lynn's Island. Again, they did the Outlaws update, which adds even more stuff, more combat stuff if that's what you want, more places to explore, you know, new mission type stuff like that. They are always adding more and more stuff to it. So it's definitely a game just for the fact that, you know, somewhere down the road they're going to add something to it you might, you know, that might bring you back to the game. And it's not DLCs where you have to keep paying more for the content, like Ark. So I would definitely encourage you to check that one out. If that's if you haven't done it yet and you're looking for something to look at getting, just wait for it to go on sale. which again won't be long. It does not take. It's pretty often that they go on sale. Timmy's just like, I'm not gonna be part of this. Here, I'm here. Look at. Rah, 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 rah. He just stares at me like, thank you, servant, for scratching my belly finally. Thoughts on Ark now? I still say, despite all the time I've put into it now, I still say Ark is overrated. I mean, it's a decent game, but it's not a great game. It's not an amazing game. It is definitely a decent game. I would put it like, you know, and I'm looking at now, all-time reviews put it at like 82%. I would say that's about right for me. I would say where it is. Now, I haven't even done like the other maps or anything. And all I'm going to say is, you know, it's $30 right now for the base game. Now, I bought it on sale originally, and then I bought all the expansions on sale. And even at the sale price for all that content, I think I overpaid. So as much as I got out of Ark content-wise, I overpaid for it, even with it on sale. Because there are just too many bugs in the game. Even just the base game, the base map, the island. There's just too many flaws for me to even consider it a full release game. I mean, it plays like an early access game in a lot of aspects. And it came out in 2017. Come on. We're going to be on 5 years this year since it was released for the original game. And there are bugs that have been in there since the beginning that have never been fixed and are horrible bugs that should have been fixed, especially with so much of a focus on things like building. Yeah. There's plenty of bugs that should have been fixed, but instead it's a focus on let's put out more content and charge more money for that content kind of thing. It's not a let's fix bugs, make it a better experience. Other devs, other games, that's the focus. Let's fix this and make it a better experience and keep improving the experience. And I don't see that with Ark. Unfortunately, with what they've done, they've just put way too much into the here's more content, buy it focus instead of, okay, we've heard your complaints, we're fixing this. There are more mods out there to fix bugs and problems in Ark than what the devs have done for it. So, you're hoping for better and more casual friendly out of Ark 2. I think, you know, it's good if you're doing single player or you're playing on a private server where you know who's playing, so you can have friends you're playing with and be more casual like that. But if you're gonna play like a public server, you're gonna be getting griefed, all that stuff. Well, I never got into games like Rust and things like that. There's just too many people out there that's their whole point. There's even a channel that their entire theme of their YouTube channel was griefing people in Rust and Minecraft. They were hacking servers in like public or, you know, Minecraft servers at somebody's private server, but they'd find it and get into it some way and they'd hack it and go and just mess everything up. And they made videos of it, making it as a thing of being it's funny, you know, messing with the people playing and doing all that. And you know, I feel like that channel is one that people should just go and report for, you know, basically they're admitting to hacking, you know, that's technically a computer crime, even though it's just a Minecraft server. It's technically a computer crime. So, that's why I don't play public servers on stuff like that. If I was going to do it, it'd be a private server and it'd be very specific to the certain people I play with. But my schedule is so bouncy at times that I'm much better on just doing single player. That way it's like, oh, I have a few minutes to play. I can play and do something right now. Or I have 2 hours to play. I can play and do something and not be reliant on, well, I gotta wait till so and so are available to play so we can do this. You know, it's easier. But yeah, I'm hoping Arc 2 they learn from their mistakes and do a lot better on it. But I don't have very high hopes for that. Let me just put it that way. All right. Oh, and yup. Jason didn't say. Again, I'm going to look. Forest. Sons of the Forest. October 2022. Again, yeah, they could take assets from the original game, The Forest, and transplant them and give them a much easier start. I mean, Subnautica to Subnautica Below Zero. You already got the basic framework there with certain items. You don't have to recreate them. So it made it easier. But even that, as long as it took for Subnautica Below Zero to go through early access and then change the story and go back and do this, you know, and then finally get released, and we're just now seeing this for the Sons of the Forest, I strongly think Sons of the Forest is going to end up being not early access. It's going to be full release. It's just going to be, we're done. Here you go, full release. And then they're going to do bug fixes and add content as they get ideas from the community. Like after full release of the Forest, they added the glider and the crossbow, I think it was, or something else. They added some other weapon and the glider during after full release because people had suggested it. All right, see ya, Xbox and Sam. Go enjoy the rest of your day. I won't be too much longer myself. But all right, The Forest 2, Sons of the Forest on the wish list. There it goes. Yeah, they're just looking at the pictures and the sample video footage for Sons of the Forest. It just looks way too developed for it to be early access. It's just, there's too much polish to it. I mean, even the texturing on some of the design stuff, some of the terrain, everything is just so finely tuned looking. It's gotta be full release when it comes out. I would be shocked if it's early access when it comes out. But it's looking good. And I know it's not, I'm not sure which one of these, but I remember seeing before, one thing that caught my attention was the creation of like spike walls and everything with it. Like now it's not just, oh, hey, here's a log, here's a spike wall, but you actually put like the log up there and it showed you taking the axe and hitting with the axe to create the point on it. Like you actually are adjusting the visual of it, you know, with the axe instead of it just being, oh yeah, let me just throw it up here and bam, it's a spike wall. Definitely think that this is going to be interesting too, because if you look at the stuff they're saying, they've got changing seasons. So before we had the biomes, it's the forest, you could cross like a certain line and you go from the spring fall biome to like the wintry biome with the snow. And when you did that, it would cause stuff to regenerate suddenly. So you suddenly get, here's all your stones and sticks that you picked up. They just respawned. This says for Sons of the Forest, changing seasons. So pluck fresh salmon directly from streams in spring and summer, and then collect and store meat for the cold winter months. So it's not going to be just if you go into this area, you got to worry about it being cold. It's going to change during the course of the game. So that's interesting. And of course, they are focusing on the build and craft. Feel every interaction. Break sticks to make fire. So it's not just, here's some sticks. It's breaking the sticks to do that. Use axe to cut out windows and floors. Build a small cabin or a seaside compound. Choice is yours. So they're still allowing for the big building on this, which means you're not going to be on a time frame within the story to get certain things done, even though it probably is one of those stories that implies you should be going very quickly by a certain time. Oh, we get stun batons in this. Okay, interesting. And yeah, they're still pushing it as a survival horror simulator. So think of it being a lot more focused on the whole combat and not just nice and easy, relaxed, unless you do like a free play mode or, you know, like an easy mode or something like that. But yeah, I strongly think that's going to end up being full release when it comes out. Zero, I did not do a return on my Steam Deck. There is a small bit of light bleed, but I mean, I already know what's going to happen if I do the return. It's going to be like another 3 months before I get a replacement. It's not like a big deal right now. Honestly, with what I've seen on the teardown and the repair stuff for that, of like people opening it up, you know, they said they wouldn't even be able to upgrade the solid state on it, and other people have already shown like, yeah, you can upgrade the solid state. I just figure I'm going to use it until it, like, if the screen goes out, I'll then replace it at some point maybe. But yeah, there's a little bit of a bleed around just the very edge of it. It's just a very tiny amount. It's not really bad. It's more noticeable on certain color ranges and where the background is kind of static. It's not moving. It's not like a major thing. Like if it was a $800 monitor and the only job is to be a monitor and look like that, I'd have returned it. But also got that from like Amazon, so it'd be easier to return. Hi Oppenheimer, yes, you did miss the stream, but you got the chat at the end. We're still talking for a few minutes. Timmy? Oh, Timmy wants to be in the camera. Look right here. Kind of wants to be in the camera. Oh, pull your ear. Come on. Put your head here. Put your head right here. Right here. Look at this. What's the matter? You want me to roll your belly? It's belly. Oh. Timmy, say hi. Say hi. No. Oh, all right. Hi. I had to help him, but he did it. Oh. Such a rough life. Is that right? Look right here. Look right here. Look where my finger is. Oh, get there. Oh, there you go. Immediately, why'd you stop? So, okay. So let's see. I updated it, so the description's got the link for the 3 mods I ended up, really testing out. Minimap, the rockets, and then of course the extractor to storage transfer thing. All of those are on the same they're all on the wiki modding page, so I got them linked there for that. And you just gotta go and just scroll down. There's a lot of the mods there. Some of those mods are also on Nexus mods, and then there are some mods on that page that are not on Nexus mods. And the ones at the bottom, the last ones, Arcanoct, it'll take you to his GitHub page. You just have to go there and get them. But it's the same process, and I've got that video up that shows you how to do the modding. If you got any questions, it's pretty just straightforward. Drop the DLL file in, you're done. So yeah, if you want to check any of those out, I definitely encourage at least the extractor to storage one if you want to make things a little easier for you. The Minimap, I think if it was not spinning constantly like that, it'd be fine. But that's the problem for me, is it's constantly spinning and throws me off. The Forest, I want to say Sons of the Forest is a continuation, because, not spoiling anything, there is an element at the end of the Forest to do a certain thing. So I think they're following after that on Sons of the Forest, but I could be wrong. They could be also doing it as like a prequel thing. but I think it's a follow-up. I want to say I think it's following events that happened at the end of the first game. So well, you're welcome, Oppenheimer. Again, if Lynn's Island gets a update like this week, we might jump back to that for a little bit. I did see they posted about their, working on the big update with the fishing. I want to say they're working on it. Yeah, they're working on the fishing update, which is gonna be great. I think that's gonna be fun. Because you're gonna be able to go there and if you want to relax, Lynn's Island is a good relaxing game in my opinion. That's way more. I mean, it's in the same style as this. Yes, you could do some fighting in it, but it's like Planet Crafter, super relaxing. You don't have to worry about much. If you just want to, just go and play and farm and fish, whatever, kind of thing. Well, thank you, Zero Mistakes. You enjoy the rest of your weekend as well, and everybody else enjoy the rest of your weekend. Jenny's already left us to go to a play, so she's already said her goodbyes. Everybody else, and that Spots and Sam left too, so that's fine. Timmy has apparently left me as well. So thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your rest of the weekend. Maybe tomorrow is Mother's Day, so take care of your moms. And, tell them you love them and everything and treat them right. And then we'll reconvene on Thursday like always. So that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.